Hello and welcome to one of the special environments in college football. Clemson folks call this the original Death Valley. It is rocking in anticipation of this battle today. This is not just a regular matchup. A battle of top 10 teams, two teams colliding early in the season. One team can make a strong statement about the season ahead. As we'll see a team that made use of a bye week, the Oregon Ducks, taking on the second-ranked team, the Clemson Tigers. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. The Ducks will kick this away to get us going. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. First down play call. How aggressive will it be?
Let's go.
From the shotgun, it's a handoff. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29.
You know, in the RPO game, the quarterback's got to make really sound decisions on that read. Either give it when it's the right time or you pull it out and make the throw. Here, I think he's kind of in that gray area, decides to hand it off and at least picked up some positive yards.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Second down, we're going to throw it. He's going to pull it down and run. And he'll step out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
That's how you get after the quarterback. This is a great play by the defense of being able to affect the timing between the quarterback and the receiver. And, man, how about the hit at the end of the play? Man, he laid the hit stick on him there.
So here we go now. 3rd and inches on this opening drive. And now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. Defense trying to dig in here on this opening drive. It's 3rd down and inches. And the wideout goes in motion. And the 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Receiver makes the grab. Tackle is made, but that's good for a first down at the 47.
Well, when you play zone defense on 3rd down and you don't get pressure from your defensive line, you're going to give a quarterback a lot of time to be able to find an open receiver and eventually get the first down. Not surprised at all that they're able to convert.
Clemson getting set with a 1st and 10 now. They'll give it to the back. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, they don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Looking for the wideout. Oh, and it's almost intercepted on the first possession here. It's going to bring up 3rd down.
Boy, Chris, he tried to squeeze that one in there on 3rd down. It would have had to have been a perfectly placed ball to have any chance at a completion and a first down.
Quarterback making some changes at the line. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. He's going for a big play downfield. And that's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but it brings up a 4th down. The Tigers will line up to punt it away. Not a very good boot. Sets up the offense in great field position. It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. It's a draw to the back. Trucks through the defender. He's brought down out at the 46.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Looks right for a quick completion. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first.
Well, it's a game of matchups. Always has been and it always will be, especially on the perimeter. And the quarterback believes his guy is better than their guy.
A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. On the run, it's Karapatsias. He gains 9, so it's 2nd and 1.
Well, those counter plays are tough on a defense. Defense has got to be gap sound. You get so caught up in the base concepts that the offense comes back with a counter play. If you're not sound with your gap integrity, you can give up a big play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. Getting set. Here's second down. Handoff from the shotgun. Did well to avoid a loss there, but it's no gain on the play.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Third down for the offense. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Going for a big play downfield. And it's incomplete. They let it fly on third down, but now it brings up 4th.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. Got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
So they'll pass up the long field goal attempt and keep the offense on the field for 4th down. Tackled at the 33, that's good enough for a first down. And the Ducks looking to use the up-tempo offense here.
It makes sense going for it here. You're kind of in that no man's land depending on how much faith you have in your kicker. And if you don't get it, your opponent still has a ways to go. Now you pick it up and you can go get a touchdown.
Picks up 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
For the defense coordinator this week, all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. They look to throw it here on second down. Trying to create outside the pocket now. Quick throw to the left side. And he's got his man open downfield. And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage.
Well, that's a quarterback's dream to have all the time in the world sitting back in that pocket. Allows him to scan the field and be able to find an open receiver without worrying about getting hit. And you can see what happens when they have that kind of time back there.
It's a short game, but look at that defense swarm to the football. And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. They'll try the option play here. They bring him down, but it's simple. Quarterback keeper for a solid gain and a fresh set of downs.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. But just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spy to keep this quarterback from running.
On the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete. And this big crowd doing everything possible to inspire this defense down here near the goal line. We're going to score. They'll run it to the left side. That's a nice wrap-up there by the junior.
Well, they get stopped here on second down. It's going to bring up a third-and-goal situation. And from this far back out, wouldn't be surprised to see them go through the air. Just don't want the quarterback to take a sack here. Make sure he gets the ball out of his hands quickly.
On third and go, he's going to try to throw for it. Hard running there, breaking tackles. Trying to run it in. The defense stops him close to the goal line, but not in. Big play for both teams. Can the offense punch it in? Fourth and goal from the 2. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Oregon.
Boy, do I love watching this guy play the game. You know, you get caught up in his ability to throw the football, but you get into a situation where it's fourth down and goal. I love that his legs are a threat. This time he finds his way into the end zone for 6 points.
They'll try to add the lead now to the PAT. And the PAT makes it 7-0 to open scoring.
That makes the score Oregon 7, Clemson 0.
Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. And one final play before the end of the quarter. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. They make the tackle there, but a penalty marker is on the field. Let's see what that's about. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course.
With the score, Oregon 7, Clemson 0.
So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Going to try to use his legs here. And he'll hit out of bounds to avoid the hit. Did not pick up first down yardage.
That's what I love about this guy. Just getting good positive yards here and continue to just keep this drive alive.
Second down play coming up. The offense with some pre-snap eye candy. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. He's moving out of the pocket. Using his legs here. That's a nice scramble there. A big gain, but not enough for the first down. So ball at the 30. This is a manageable third down play for the offense. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. The ball is caught. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup is good enough to move the chains. First down.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on third down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they've dug themselves a hole to convert there and keep this drive alive, they got a new set of downs and a chance to dig into this lead.
The gain makes it 2nd and medium. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Big gain across midfield. Tackle finally made to the 32. And the Tigers looking to crank up the tempo a bit. That's good timing there. Receiver makes the catch and then has some room to run.
Yeah, anytime you're going to run a route like this, you know who needs to get a lot of credit is the offensive line, because this play takes some time for the receiver to work his way across the field on that drag route, and the quarterback that time had enough time to be able to navigate the coverage and make the accurate throw.
And he shoved out of bounds with the defense short of the first down marker.
Good awareness here by this defense, keeping their eyes on the quarterback, knowing that he's a potential threat. That time, before he could get out, they keep him to a short gain.
Now it's 2nd down here. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You've got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
Third down after that running play. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. There's a fastball, but it's intercepted. Tackled after a short return at the 19, but a huge takeaway in the red zone. And the Oregon offense is back out on the field. They scored a touchdown in their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Looking for a deep completion. That deep shot is caught for a big gain. And they'll bring him down, but this offense creates a huge chunk play.
Man, the defense seems to be all about loading up to stop the run. They're creating some one-on-one opportunities, and the quarterback and receiver make them pay for it with a great play.
Off the play fake, looking to throw. Looking to scramble to his left. Doesn't get rid of the ball, trapped for a huge loss. Goodness, that is usually a drive killer.
Well, today's middle linebacker has to have the ability to cover, to be able to be a great run stuffer. Also, the ability to blitz and get after the quarterback. There's an example of it right there. These guys are becoming more and more athletic every year in college football.
We'll see if they can overcome the sack. 2nd and very long. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Looking to scramble. Lets it go on the move. Launching deep. He moves the ball to the 7-yard line. Offense has a 1st and goal now. The defense better regroup after that big gainer. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. And they'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
No gain on the play. It's now 2nd and goal.
Second down here. Time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. Second down and goal. They'll try to power it in right up the middle. And they'll make it into the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks.
Touchdown.
So the offense clicking now, Kirk, building the lead, and this one could get out of hand.
Well, it's just complete domination. The offense is executing and doing their job, putting points on the board. The defense has shown up prepared, ready to play. It just feels like this game's getting sideways in a hurry.
And now to try here for the extra point. The kick sails through, so the lead is 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away.
14, Clemson, 0.
Return starts from inside the 5. And he's got some space here. On the move. Can he make it? All the way for a touchdown. We knew this returner was a dangerous guy. That was an electrifying play all the way to the house.
Chris, it was great blocking, but the guy just looked so natural back there. As far as once he got his hands on the ball, it was like he was setting up his blocks, knowing exactly where he wanted to go. And then once he hit it right around midfield, nobody was catching it.
Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the powerful Ducks offense retakes the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. And here's the handoff. Breaking free at the 35. Tackle's made, but not before he makes the 43-yard line. This drive is going now.
Whew, how about that offensive line? That's just getting a hat on a hat, opening just enough room for the back to be able to get through there for a big gain.
The gain moves the ball past the 40, sets up another 1st and 10. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff.
It's not a huge gain here, but if you add up multiple runs like that throughout the course of a game, by the 4th quarter, you're going to start to see that affect the defense.
The game makes it 2nd and medium. The 1st down and more. They bring him down, but the gain moves the ball into enemy territory at the 43.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
In a big game before he goes out of bounds, the offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
This defense has got to do a better job in coverage if they want to get off the field anytime soon. You keep defending like that, and this offense could have 50 on you by the end of this game.
Defensive coordinator looking to bring some pressure. First down, looking to throw the ball. Bringing pressure. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. Scrambles out of bounds to avoid contact. He's going to be short of the mark.
Well, he was close to getting to that corner and picking up some big yards, but the defense does a good job of getting him out of bounds.
So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Lets it go. Caught near the goal line. He makes it to the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon.
You know, this defense is so caught up in all the wide receivers, they forgot about the running back. He's not just back there running the ball. This guy's involved in the passing game. A nice throw and catch and a touchdown.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. With the extra point, the lead is 14. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. Returner decides to field it. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. This will likely be the last play of the half. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Breaks the tackle. Now he's got room to run. They stop him right at the 24. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Tigers will kick it deep to begin the second half. And it's fielded. Can the returner make something happen here? To be tackled at the 21. That's good work by the coverage team. And the Oregon offense comes back out on the field. They've really built momentum in this game. It's been hard to stop. Can the defense make some adjustments? Come up with a stop here. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Snags the quick throw. Run down after a 7-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 3.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Quarterback escapes the pocket. On the move, but can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Well, let's face it, they dug themselves a hole in the first half, but I'll tell you what, they're coming out with a new look and a new energy here to start the second half.
So a very makeable 3rd down for this offense from the 26-yard line. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. QB to the tight end for a completion. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain.
Well, this quarterback is unflappable. Here they are working with the lead in the second half. Get to a 3rd down. You got to throw the football. This is where you trust the quarterback to make a good decision, an accurate throw. He does it, you convert, and you keep working that clock.
The Ducks will line up on 1st and 10. It's an option look. Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8.
Gain of 2. 2nd down coming up.
And the quarterback dropping back. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now 3rd down coming up.
And you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. And here comes a deep shot. He's got it near the end zone. And he will score. Touchdown, Ducks.
Boy, we see more and more of this in college football. If you get the right guy in that slot that can win the one-on-one matchups, you take some chances. Here they got the matchup that they wanted and hit it for the touchdown.
And the extra point makes it a 3-touchdown lead. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner opportunity to bring this back.
CLEMSON, 7.
Bringing it out. It's Dean. Tackled at the 13. Now great field position to start the drive. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. Here's a wide-open receiver, complete. He's tackled short of the 30, but that's good enough for a 1st down. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. And looking to throw now on 1st down. Rifles this football to the left. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. It's a huge gain across midfield. Ball will be spotted about the 31.
This is why this Clemson offense is so tough to defend. You get caught up in the running game, the threat of the quarterback as a potential run threat. You leave yourself one-on-one, and then you can make these throws downfield to dynamic playmakers on the perimeter.
He's tackled at the 24-yard line. Brings up 2nd down.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. And it's going to be incomplete. Defense had a great chance for the pick. Couldn't come up with it.
I'm not sure the quarterback makes the right decision on this one. I think if he'd do it over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
3rd down. This offense could really use a conversion here, down multiple scores. Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. He's escaping the pocket now. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. Short return tackle made at the 27. A crucial takeaway.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the 2nd half. And the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
And that powerful Oregon offense retakes the field. This has been a dominant performance so far, of double digits at the break, building on the lead here in the 2nd half. That'll pick up a 1st down. They'll spot it at the 38.
How about the offensive line here? Just a hat on a hat, opening up just enough room for the back to squeeze through there for a nice gain.
This line getting set up. It's a 1st down play. Here's that defense shifting again. And they'll go right back to him on 1st down. And the tackle is made after a 4-yard gain. So 2nd and 6.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on 1st down.
Second down after that previous play. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Receiver makes the catch. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Man-to-man coverage, you run the drag route, you prefer to get the ball downfield, but the matchup called for at least some positive yards underneath, and he makes a nice throw.
Crucial 3rd down play right here. Heavy blitz look here pre-snap. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Going to pick up the 3rd and short through the air. That one falls incomplete. They tried to press it deep, but now it brings up 4th down.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. 3rd and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this 4th and short.
And on 4th down, the punter sends it away. He'll field the punt. And he's brought down immediately. No fair catch there, but that might have been the smarter play. CLEMSON offense is back out there. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen. Brought down to the 23, good enough for a 1st down.
These are the kind of plays that keep defensive coordinators up at night. You spend so much time putting your plan together to stop the pass, and then nobody accounts for the quarterback on a run.
And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. It's picked off. He tried to fire the ball into a tight window. Not much of a return, but the important thing is the interception sets the offense up at the 45. Here comes the opening play of the drive. They begin at their own 45-yard line. Looking to throw it on 1st down. He's moving out of the pocket now. Nobody open downfield. He just throws it away.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
So after the incompletion, it's 2nd down. Offense looking to throw the ball. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
Challenging spot for the offense. It's 3rd down and long from the 45. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the 1st down. And it's complete downfield. They get him at the 42. Good enough for a 1st down.
Boy, this offensive line, you got to tip your cap. They've done everything you would ask of them in taking care of this quarterback. They do it again here on 3rd down, working with that lead. You know the pressure's coming, and they deliver.
Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Well, it's not been their day as a defense, but you can see they have not given up. What a big hit into the backfield that time.
Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. Play action fake. Looking to throw. He's got his man in the open field. Touchdown, Oregon. And the beatdown continues.
Oh, this guy has a knack for the end zone, doesn't he? That's 2 touchdowns for this guy today, and I don't know if he's done yet.
See if they can convert the point after. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead.
That makes the score Oregon 35, Clemson 7.
Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. And the tackle is made as time runs out in the 3rd quarter.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. The score, Oregon 35, Clemson 7.
offense will take their first time out of the half to talk strategy here.
Timeout, Clemson.
Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. He'll hand it off. Nowhere to run up the middle.
Chris, has just really been the story of the game. This defense has completely eliminated this offense's ability to run the football, made them one-dimensional, and that's why they haven't been able to put many points on the board.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a fourth down.
Well, that's not what you want to see as an offense when you're trailing late in a football game. An incompletion on third down and long. Hey, it's a bit of a risk, but with that clock looking the way it looks right now, I think you got to go for it here and hope to convert on fourth and long.
Pass is broken up. Turnover on down. What a stop.
What a great job by this defense, really all game long. It's very fitting. Here we are now in the fourth quarter on a fourth down play. They step up yet again. Now you give the ball to your own offense, you work that clock, and you seal victory.
Oh, here comes the reverse. He's got room, looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks. Stretching the lead. This one is getting ugly.
Well, they just continue to do everything right. This offense has looked outstanding from the opening series all the way up to this point, doing everything that's asked of them. Great execution, and put another touchdown up on the board.
The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Now they get set to kick it away.
That makes the score 42, Clemson 7.
Fields it just outside the goal line. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. Last time they gambled and lost. Went for it in fourth down in their territory and got stopped. Pass rush closing in. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete. They'll run this play from the pistol formation. QB tries it again here on 2nd and 10. Quick throw complete to the tight end. They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there.
Finally, good for them. They come up with a big play like this. Let's face it, offense has been at a premium for these guys. You wonder where plays like this have been all game long.
He's moving out of the pocket. And he can't escape. It's a sack for the defense.
Man, how impressive have these guys been in this football game? I really expected to see a very different outcome with the hype of this quarterback and the way he's played most of this year. But this defense has held him under 200 yards passing. They've got a nice lead, and they are not sitting back and resting on their laurels. They're applying more pressure, and they come up with a sack here.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. He's going to take off here. And bulldozing his way through. And he moves the ball across midfield and picks up a first down. And the Tigers hustle to the line to crank up the tempo.
Man, nothing is more aggravating for a defensive coordinator than this right here. You've got him. You got a chance to make a play on him, take him out of his rhythm, but instead, this guy gets away from that pressure, tucks it, and picks up some big yards.
That play makes it 2nd and 10. Back in motion now. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Tries to get it to the running back. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up 3rd down. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a 1st down. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Running out of time in the pocket. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the ball. That's a big 3rd down defensive play.
Well, I see what the quarterback's trying to do here. He's holding on to that football to the last possible second to give that play a chance. But he held it just a little bit too long, and the defense is able to hit him to force that incompletion.
So down by multiple possessions here. The offense will try to convert here on 4th down. The offense with some pre-snap motion. 4th down. He's throwing for it. And that one's picked off. What a play. They get him down after a short return, but the takeaway sets up the offense at the 43.
Well, that interception really about cost him the game here. And I understand. You got to do everything you can to get back in it, down by a couple scores. But the interception, for the most part, seals the deal for the defense.
And the Ducks' powerful offense is back on the field. Keep it on the ground to work the clock here. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
You know, in that era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Solid gain in the running play. 3rd down now. And that's the 2-minute warning. This offense looking to run out the clock and secure an impressive win here today. The important 3rd down play coming up. Pre-snap motion from the offense. 3rd and short, they hand the ball off. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
The pocket breaking down. And it's intercepted. Beautiful timing there. Going the other way. Can they stop him? It's a big return off the INT. They steal their offensive possession.
Boy, this defense did exactly what they needed to do. Come up with a turnover here in the 2nd half to get themselves back in the game. They get the interception. Now, can their offense come up with a way to cut into this lead?
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. And he's going to rifle this one deep to the left side. He's picked for a 3rd time tonight.
I just don't think there's anything else you can do as a play caller. You've got to be able to throw the ball downfield. You just got to hope that your quarterback and receivers can execute when the defense knows it's coming. Here, the interception cost them.
And the Oregon offense is back out on the field. This has been a tremendous performance by this team. Now just the finishing touches. Run out the clock and let the party begin. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big game, but he couldn't hold on.
Oh, my gosh, Chris, just what they wanted. You got a chance to make a huge play. Everybody does their job. Great route. Quarterback puts it right on the money, and he just drops it.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know, this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. And they heave it deep downfield. And that's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but it brings up a 4th down. The Ducks will send their punt team onto the field. Looking to kick it away for the second time. And he's able to get the boot away. He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. Can they catch him? The return man flashing his elusive speed. They finally get him, but it's a big gain. And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. This has been a demolition, a monumental beatdown. Time to just put the controller down and walk away. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. Looking to the end zone. Another pick. Wow, that's the fourth tonight. Not much on the return, but they snuff out the drive with the takeaway.
Chris, he's trying to find something. Nothing is there. Everything is covered downfield. He's rolling to his right. Eyes are downfield, but the one thing he doesn't see is that defender who steps in front of that to make that interception.
Quick throw, testing the middle. He pulls it in for a big gain. Worked out of bounds, but it's another big gain. His offense producing chunk plays through the air. Now a timeout is taken with just 5 seconds remaining. Defense loading up on defensive backs here, wanted to take away the deep pass play. First down, we're going to throw the football. Buying time, moving to his left. He's found some room at the 45. Defense finally makes the stop after a big gain. This offense not throttling back, even on the final play. Well, frankly, Kirk, we hope for games that are a little bit more suspenseful. This one got out of hand early, ended up being a rout.
That's putting it nicely, Chris, right? This was a complete blowout. A solid performance in all areas by this team.